Welcome back to the show. Tonight's guest is Zoya Lu. She's a yoga instructor currently living in Malta, and it was quite inspiring to meet with you on a personal level, and I really wanted to share some qualities about your life and your lifestyle with the public, because I really believe in them. So thank you for accepting to be on my show, and thank you for sharing this. Zoya, I was quite fascinated to still find human beings nowadays, one of them is yourself, that amidst all the confusion that is happening in the world and the frenziness of lifestyles and stressful ways of living, one can still meet people like yourself who manage to choose their own lifestyles and make their own day. So can we go through how you manage to do that, what conscious effort you have to put through making your own day, and what is your day like?
Well, I believe that meditation is very important, and every day after I wake up, I do meditation. Sometimes, if you have no much time, at least 5 minutes, 20 minutes. I usually try to do 1 hour in the morning and 1 hour in the evening. So in the morning, it's time for me to, again, get balanced, prepare for the day, to maybe have some affirmations if I need to achieve some tasks, make sure that my energy and my focus will be exactly where it needs to be.
And you do this sitting down, breathing. There are different types of meditations, I believe.
Yeah,
but
there are
let's start
many
with
techniques.
But let's start with the basic one that people can start doing from tomorrow if they want. First of all, this requires people to, think for this hour and wake up an hour before their normal schedule in order to have time to do that.
Don't do it for an hour, it will be too long. Maybe just 15-20 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes, as I said. Whatever you can find, it's better than nothing.
Okay.
And you don't need to sit in any complicated position with your legs crossed in a difficult way. You can just sit straight. Just important to keep your feet grounded and your back straight. And most simple technique is to observe your breath. You just try to feel that the air is moving in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. You breathe through the nose, your eyes are closed, you want to be very relaxed physically, at the same time quite focused mentally. So every time you find that your mind is wandering, and it's going to happen over and over again, it's absolutely normal. Without self-criticism, you're just bringing your mind back to the focus at your nostrils, and again just try to feel the breath moving in and out. And you notice that with time, these pauses between thoughts will get a little bit longer. Obviously, there will be thoughts. But then at the same time, you will notice that maybe even if it's just for a second, if it's just for a few seconds, you have that total stillness. It could be quite enough for you to feel much more balanced through the day.
Okay, so you believe that this hour of meditation will then set you for your day. And like you said, you have become very busy, so you do have a busy schedule.
Yes, now I'm quite busy. And
but you go about it in a calm way.
Yes.
How do you achieve that?
Well, planning your day well helps. If I know exactly when I need to be at one place and what I should do, it's easier because you're preparing mentally. Nourishing yourself, having nice food, and it's important for me also to have at least 5-10 minutes before the lesson when I can calm down, when I make sure that I'm centered and present and I'm creating positive energy around myself so I can share it with my students. Because I believe it's not just about knowledge, or it's not about some kind of tools that I pass on. It's also an energy exchange, like in any relationship. So I need to make sure that I'm really in a very positive, present mood when I start my lesson.
And does it happen every time that you manage to get into the positive?
Even if it's not some kind of short meditation, which is sometimes not possible, if it's just an affirmation again, when we all sit at the beginning of the lesson, we always start everyone sitting or standing, and we're getting back to the bodies. I just make sure that I am where I need to be, and I have that affirmation. I always just mentally think about well-being for everyone in the classroom and all sentient beings.
Okay.
It's very important for me to make sure that my effort goes in the right direction.
Okay, so what would you say to people who are finding this way of balance very difficult in their lives, because they have so many things to do and so many things to attend to, and it's like, you know, I wish I have time to do yoga, or I wish I have time to go to the gym or practice some sports. What do you tell these
Some
people?
students who come to my classes, they say, oh, I just can't find time. And what I usually tell them is, if you don't find time for yourself, if you don't nourish yourself, you can't nourish anyone else. Usually it's mothers who are busy with their children, for example, or people who have very important careers. They need to put all their efforts into it. Just think about it, that if you are not centered, if you are not balanced, not present, you can't do your task well enough. And I think it's worth finding 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever it is, to do a little bit of practice, even if it's not every day, just whenever you can, to help yourself to be more efficient in your everyday job.
Yes,
It's really worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it, and it will prevent, I believe it will prevent lots of complications further on in life, like sicknesses and accumulations of diseases that sometimes might
it's
affect
better
us at a
to
later
find
stage.
some time to practice yoga than to get sick for a week, or even if it's for a few days. You're losing much more time.
For sure. For sure.
So it's better to invest time in a good way.
Let's hope that that's what comes out, at least through this program, to the minds of the people, that a good investment on a daily basis is very important for our well-being, and be it whatever it is, obviously it's got to be something healthy that you're going to reap the benefits out of. Yoga can be one thing, but let us not forget that there are many other ways where people can release and feel free and fulfilled. Do you as a human being feel fulfilled in life with this practice?
Very much so. I can say that yoga is my life, and I never thought that where I will be in the future. Before, as I said, I didn't know what yoga was, and I obviously didn't think I will live in Malta. My life was very different, and it slowly changed, and I hope that all the positive changes that it brought to my life, people could experience through their practices of any practice like yoga, whatever it is.
Yes, yes. I'd like to remind people